In this video, we're exploring the 11 things that happen to your body when you stop vaping. You might have heard, vaping, initially hailed as a safer alternative to traditional smoking, has been found to cause an array of health issues, ranging from lung damage to addiction. The Center for Disease Control has reported a surge in vaping-related lung diseases and even fatalities, prompting the Food and Drug Administration to take action against major players like Juul Labs Inc. But here's the good news. Quitting vaping can lead to immediate and significant health improvements. From enhanced heart rate to improved lung function, the benefits are truly remarkable. And while the journey might come with withdrawal symptoms, the body starts to heal within days of quitting. In the long run, you can look forward to a reduced risk of heart attack, stroke, and cancer. But before we dive deeper into what happens to your body when you stop vaping, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. First off, when you quit vaping, your heart rate improves. Now let's dive into that a bit more. You see, when you vape, the nicotine you inhale causes your heart rate to speed up, and not in a good way. It's like forcing your heart to run a marathon without any training. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC, have found that this can lead to a host of cardiovascular issues over time. But here's the good news. When you stop vaping, your heart rate begins to normalize. It's like your heart can finally catch its breath after that unending marathon. The strain lessens, and your heart starts to operate as it should. This isn't an overnight change, mind you. It's a gradual process, but the benefits start to kick in sooner than you might think. And the best part? The longer you stay vape-free, the more your heart rate improves. It's like your heart is finally getting the rest it deserves after being overworked for so long, so your heart will thank you when you stop vaping. Secondly, quitting vaping leads to better lung function. You see, when we vape, we're essentially inhaling a concoction of chemicals that can cause harm to our lungs. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or the CDC, reports that vaping can lead to lung damage and even lung disease. So what happens when we quit? Well, our lungs start to bounce back. The body is amazing in its ability to begin healing itself. Within days of quitting, our lung function begins to improve. We might find it easier to take deep breaths, or notice that we're no longer short of breath after climbing a set of stairs. And with time, the risk of developing serious lung conditions, such as chronic obstructive pulmonary disease or COPD, decreases significantly. In essence, quitting vaping could be one of the best things you do for your lungs. It's like giving them a new lease on life. And the best part? This healing process begins the moment you put down the vape. So remember, it's never too late to start the journey towards better lung health. Your lungs start to heal once you quit vaping. Thirdly, you may experience withdrawal symptoms. As your body begins to adjust to the absence of nicotine, it's not uncommon for some temporary discomfort to occur. According to the FDA, these symptoms may include irritability, anxiety, difficulty concentrating, and increased hunger. You might also experience cravings for nicotine as your body adjusts to its absence. But here's the good news. These symptoms are temporary. Your body is resilient and will adjust to a nicotine-free life. It's like resetting a clock. It takes a little time, but eventually everything syncs up again. These withdrawal symptoms are not a sign of defeat, but rather a sign of victory. They're evidence that your body is flushing out the toxins, healing, and adjusting to a healthier lifestyle. So when you feel these symptoms, don't despair. Instead, take it as a sign that you're on the right path. Your body is healing, and each day you're becoming healthier and stronger. Remember, these withdrawal symptoms are just your body's way of healing. Fourthly, quitting vaping reduces your risk of heart attack. It's no secret that vaping is linked to an increased risk of heart attack. This is because the nicotine found in e-cigarettes causes your heart rate to increase, your blood pressure to rise, and your blood to thicken. All of these factors put additional strain on your heart, increasing the risk of a heart attack. But here's the good news. When you quit vaping, your heart starts to heal. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, your heart attack risk begins to drop as soon as you stop vaping. The nicotine's effects start to reverse, allowing your heart rate and blood pressure to normalize and your blood to thin. It's like giving your heart a well-deserved break, allowing it to recover and function more efficiently. So, while quitting vaping can be challenging, remember that every day without vape is a step toward a healthier heart. Your heart attack risk drops significantly once you quit vaping. Fifthly, you'll lower your risk of stroke when you quit vaping. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or the CDC, has found a clear correlation between vaping and an increased risk of stroke. This is mainly due to the nicotine in e-cigarettes. Nicotine not only raises your blood pressure, but it can also thicken your blood. This makes it harder for your heart to pump blood to your brain, thereby increasing the likelihood of a stroke. However, the good news is that this risk can be significantly reduced when you quit vaping. As you stop inhaling nicotine, your blood pressure starts to normalize and your blood begins to thin out to its natural state. This process greatly reduces the risk of a blood clot forming and blocking blood flow to the brain, which is what typically causes a stroke. So, by quitting vaping, you're not just improving your overall health, you're also actively reducing your risk of suffering a stroke. Remember, every step you take towards quitting vaping is a step towards a healthier and longer life. Your stroke risk can be significantly lowered when you stop vaping. Next, quitting vaping can reduce your risk of certain cancers. As we dive into this topic, it's important to acknowledge that the world of vaping, once seen as a safer alternative to traditional smoking, is not without its perils. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, vaping has been linked to an increased risk of developing various types of cancer. This is largely due to the fact that many e-cigarettes contain harmful chemicals, including some that are known to be carcinogenic. For instance, formaldehyde, a substance found in vape aerosols, is a well-documented human carcinogen linked to leukemia and brain cancer. The risk isn't negligible. A study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that daily e-cigarette use can nearly double the risk of heart attack. And if that's not enough, consider this. The same study found that if you vape and smoke traditional cigarettes, your risk of heart attack goes up 5-fold. What's more, vaping doesn't just raise the risk of lung cancer, as one might assume. The harmful chemicals found in e-cigarettes can also lead to cancers of the mouth, throat, esophagus, and bladder. But here's the silver lining. Quitting vaping can significantly reduce these risks. The body has an amazing capacity for healing and recovery. Once you quit vaping, the exposure to these harmful chemicals stops, allowing your body to start repairing the damage. Over time, the risk of cancer begins to drop. It's worth noting that the longer you've been vape-free, the lower your risk becomes. So, every single day without vaping is a step towards a healthier future. Remember, it's never too late to quit. Whether you've been vaping for years or just a few months, stopping now can make a world of difference. Yes, quitting vaping can be challenging, but the benefits are enormous. Quitting vaping can be your first step towards a healthier, cancer-free life. You have the power to change your future. Take that step today. Quitting vaping also improves your oral health. You see, vaping can take a real toll on your oral health. According to the American Dental Association, the nicotine in e-cigarettes reduces blood flow, restricting the supply of nutrients and oxygen to the soft tissues of your mouth. This can cause gum disease and eventually tooth loss, not to mention it can also lead to bad breath. But here's the good news. When you stop vaping, your oral health begins to improve. The blood flow to your mouth's soft tissues gets back on track, reducing the risk of gum disease and tooth loss. And guess what? Your breath starts to smell better too. So, if you've been thinking about quitting vaping, remember that your mouth will thank you for it. Not only will your lungs and heart benefit, but your oral health will too. And let's be honest, who doesn't want a healthier mouth and fresher breath? So do yourself a favor and take the first step towards a healthier you. Your mouth will be much healthier without vaping. Next up, your skin health improves when you quit vaping. This is a significant benefit that isn't always top of mind. You see, vaping often leads to skin issues. Why? Because the nicotine in e-cigarettes narrows your blood vessels, limiting the amount of oxygen and nutrients that can reach your skin. This can cause your skin to age prematurely, leading to wrinkles, dullness, and even acne. But there's good news. When you quit vaping, your blood flow improves, allowing more oxygen and nutrients to reach your skin. The American Academy of Dermatology has found that within a few weeks of quitting, many people begin to notice that their skin looks healthier. They may see a reduction in wrinkles, a brighter skin tone, and even a decrease in acne. But it's not just about looking better. Healthy skin also functions better. It's our body's first line of defense against infection and disease. So, by quitting vaping, you're not just improving your appearance, you're also boosting your overall health. Quitting vaping can bring a healthy glow back to your skin. And remember, every day without vaping is a day of healing for your skin. Nightly, quitting vaping can improve your sense of taste and smell. The chemicals in e-cigarettes are not your taste buds or olfactory cells' best friends. They can dull these senses, making it harder for you to fully enjoy your meals or the scent of your favorite flowers. But here's the good news. When you quit vaping, this changes. Without the constant influx of harmful substances, your body begins a kind of sensory rejuvenation. Your taste buds can once again detect the subtle flavors in your food, and your sense of smell becomes sharper. This isn't just speculation, it's backed by research from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. So, if you've been missing out on the full spectrum of flavors in your grandma's secret recipe, or the sweet aroma of spring blossoms, quitting vaping could be the ticket back to sensory delight. You'll be surprised at how much more you can taste and smell once you quit vaping. Next, quitting vaping can increase your energy levels. Here's the science behind it. When you vape, nicotine enters your bloodstream and starts to constrict your blood vessels. This constriction limits the amount of oxygen-rich blood that can reach your muscles and tissues. And guess what? Your muscles and tissues rely on that oxygen to produce energy. So, when they don't get enough, you might feel tired or lethargic. But here's the good news. When you stop vaping, your blood vessels start to relax and open up again, allowing more oxygen to reach your muscles and tissues. This can lead to an increase in your energy levels. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, many people notice a significant boost in energy within just a few days of quitting. So, if you're tired of feeling tired all the time, quitting vaping could be a solution. Expect a boost in your energy levels once you stop vaping. Lastly, quitting vaping can strengthen your immune system. It's no secret that vaping can take a toll on your body's main line of defense against disease and infection. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, vaping can weaken the immune system, making it harder for your body to fight off illnesses. This is because the chemicals found in e-cigarettes can impair immune cell function. However, when you decide to quit vaping, your immune system gets a chance to bounce back. As you distance yourself from your last puff, your body begins the healing process. Your immune cells become more effective, and your body's defenses grow stronger. It's not an overnight process, but over time, you'll find yourself less prone to common colds and other infections. The longer you stay vape-free, the more your immune system can recover. So, if you want to give your body its best chance to fight off disease and infection, consider putting down the vape pen. Your immune system will thank you when you quit vaping. So, these are the 12 things that happen to your body when you quit vaping. We've taken a journey through the immediate and long-term health benefits, from an improved heart rate and better lung function, to a reduced risk of serious health complications such as heart attack, stroke, and cancer. We've also explored the positive impacts on oral health, skin condition, and sensory experiences, as well as the boost to energy levels and immune system function. It's a lot to take in, but each of these points is backed by scientific research and testament to the resilience of the human body. We understand that everyone's experience is unique, and we encourage you to share your thoughts or personal experiences. Your insights could be the motivation someone else needs to make a positive change. If you found this video useful, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more health and wellness content. And before you go, if you want to give up smoking weed, watch the video on your screen next. Finally, remember to use our calorie and protein calculator in the description below to kickstart and track your fitness journey. It can be your companion and accountability partner on your journey to better health.